Alright, good morning from Willow Beach. Saturday morning. And I got the new ride here. I'll show you in a second. But there I was, sitting there getting ready to, go to work yesterday afternoon. I just loaded up for Echo Bay because it's my favorite place to take a new ride. Knock the skunk off of it. And my phone dinged. It's a friend of mine that strongly advised me to come to Willow, because he did really well here yesterday, and you know who you are. So Titan 12 and Hidden Oak, basically the same color as the big rig. Kind of sort of decorated a little bit. Got Mr. Fire Trout, and I got this guy and this guy. So we're gonna try and put some fish in this thing, get out of here before this place goes crazy. So stick around. Willow Beach, Saturday, holiday weekend. Could be sketchy, could be good. Stick around. That's the only way to find out. All right. This is not, in case you guys haven't been around long, this is not the first time I've been at Willow Beach in a native Titan, or even a native Titan 12. It's the second Titan 12 I've had. This one's got the spring blade rudder on it, which is just dandy. I have a Boondocks rudder that if I don't care for the spring blade, I have that available to put on. But so far, in the whole 500 feet, it's working awesome. So it's a little puffy, but it's all right. It's not bad, and it is a Titan, so it's right up there with the big rig in stability. Not speed, but stability. I've said it before. The 10-to-1, comparing it to a 12-to-1, which the Jackson big rig is. It's like going from 5th gear to 3rd gear. So you got to pedal. It pedals easier. So you kind of got to watch your speed. And this rudder is touchy. Oh, look at that! Breaks right from your hips. That's pretty dandy. I'm not sure on the tracking just yet, but we'll find out. I'm getting ready to throw a line out, so let's start doing some fishing. All right, I got to rain on some people's parades here. Okay, see a new kayak? A couple people are going to be just going, "What's getting sold?" Well, nothing for a while. Like I said before, I've had 2 perfect kayaks. This was one of them. I should have never sold the copperhead one. But the one good thing that came out of that, getting rid of that copperhead, it brought me back to Jackson. It was kind of a very roundabout trip, but it brought me back to Jackson. There's no replacement for it, because there's one other one of these left at the factory in South Carolina, North Carolina, wherever. There's one other one. They quit making them. Next Adventure found it for me, and they got it for me. The only thing that will replace the big rig is another big rig. So Mr. Cunningham, if you're listening, or if you're watching, I wouldn't hate one of those pretty blue big rigs showing up on my doorstep. I wouldn't hate that at all. That's the only thing that's going to replace the big rig, is another big rig, because it's taken me a little over a year to get that thing dialed, and it is absolutely perfect. So yeah, if I could make the big rig turn like this monster, it absolutely would be perfect. But I've learned to deal with it. It does everything right but turn. And you just gotta just got to get used to it. This thing, I gotta sprinkle a little bit more of my Henderson hook and customization on it. I gotta take the rails off, lay a bead of boat goop down and put the rails back on, because they wiggle too much for my taste. But other than that, she's all right. She's not the fastest thing on the planet, but it's very comfortable. It's very stable. It's a freaking Willow Beach going machine. So yeah, sorry guys, nothing's getting sold. Not yet, not for a while. Nothing in the current fleet is getting sold. It's gonna take something else showing up for something to get sold. And I don't see that happening until after I cast, so sorry. That's the way it is. Alright, we all know how stable the Titans are, right? That little bit of water in there, that's going to drain out because I did the scupper plug mod. You can see it draining. I was just up in the front hatch up here. So when you get down on your knees up by the front of the plugs, a little bit of water comes in. Oh, look at this thing. Yeah, she's stable. It's a really close toss-up between this and the big rig, which is more stable. I kind of think this one is, but they're both very, very low to the water. I mean, that's how much sticks up. That's about 5 inches sticks up out of the water. So, and with that spring blade, this is a freaking 12-foot native Titan. That's not the Boondocks rudder. This is stock steering. That's the spring blade rudder and stock handle. I ordered the Burley Pro handle for it. They sent me the wrong one. Otherwise it would have even cut shorter. Because with the pulley that's underneath here, it actually makes that rudder go perpendicular to the kayak, So we're gonna head back downriver, pulling the other glide, and I gotta make something happen here, because I got like 2 hours left before I gotta be out of the water. This is holiday weekend and I'm at Willow Beach, so yeah. So we're gonna pull a glide downriver. Here we go. All right, it's getting windy, and there's a lot of kayakers. There's a lot of touring kayakers. Surprise, surprise, holiday weekend. So, kind of puts a damper on my fishing mission here. So, but is there anything surprising about the Titan? Not at all. It's like saying hi to an old friend. I had my other one for about a year, and I got rid of it for a really stupid reason. But in the end, it turned out really good. So, I don't know if you can see what's going on here, but I have boats all around me here. Boats and kayakers. They're everywhere. So there's just a nice little 360 in the wind out here. So I may or may not get talked into going to Temple Bar tomorrow. I may just say no. It's always an option. But I'd really like to catch fish. And this isn't gonna do it today here. So clearly they just stuffed themselves yesterday, as it was supposed to have been just on fire down here yesterday. So I did the right thing. Came here when I should have went to Echo Bay and caught fish. But you know, that is my superpower, to overthink stuff. So anyways, If you can find a Titan 12, highly recommend it. Any of the Titans. I'm not so keen on that Titan X. There's a lot of things I didn't care for about it. And the guy that I sold it to, he felt the same way, because he had it about the same length of time as I did. And he sold it. So, I mean, the rod holders, they don't, unless you're using little tiny rods, they don't hold them. Mine didn't anyways. And the swivel seat was on the Titan X. That was supposed to be just the most super whamadine thing ever. I didn't care for it. I disabled it. So I now have a Titan 12 with a high-low seat. What I am going to do is I'm going to get that drawer kit that goes right here. I have it on the big rig. I could have just grabbed the seat out of the big rig, but I wanted to see, you know, if I was gonna need it. And yeah, it's a really good thing to have. So that's gonna do it for this one. So check out the Amazon links down there. There's all kinds of good stuff. Matched a little dude in the kayak floating around over there. Like and subscribe, give it a share, and I'll see you on the water. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. Remember what it's all about. For those guys that didn't make it home, I made it home. A lot of people didn't. So think about that. All right. Have a great weekend. Thanks for watching. All right. 8:34 Saturday morning. Think about this before you head to the lake. All right, this is Willow Beach. Look at the parking lots. Look to the farm home. I'm glad I'm getting out of here. You guys that are thinking about going out tomorrow, or even today, maybe think about not doing it. Just saying. Or go far away from, further than this. This is gonna turn bad quickly here. So yeah, think about that. All right, have a safe weekend.